Hey yo, what's up guys? It's your boy KennyJStylinz coming at you with another deck profile. This time we're doing the Akatsuki. And yeah, it's a little early for me. Thought I'd get up early before I start my day and do this for you guys. But yeah, as you notice, there's no extra deck because, you know, these guys, if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, they run a lot like monarchs. In fact, they basically are monarchs just with the face of the Akatsuki. Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool, so let's go ahead and get started with this profile here. Right, guys, so as always, you know, we're gonna start with the monsters. And first up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 3 of the Claybirds. Win 1 star. Look at this, I love it. It's Winged Beast. Okay, so let's take a look at the effect here. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 monster with 800 attack, 1000 defense from your deck in defense position, except Akatsuki Deidara Claybirds. You can target one of your banished Akatsuki spell or traps, add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Akatsuki Deidara's Claybirds once per turn. So yeah, that's Claybird's effect. If it seems similar to you, it's because it is. I don't know the name of the card, but basically same effect. Alright, so next up we're gonna go with the same 3 1-ofs, 1 star, Earth of Sasori Puppets, Rock type. Look at the stats: 800 attack, 1000 defense. Effect: if this card is normal or special summon during your main phase, this turn you contribute 1 monster in addition to your normal summoner set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 monster with 800 or 1000 defense in your graveyard, except Akatsuki Sasori Puppets. Special summon it in defense position. You can only use this effect of Akatsuki Sasori Puppets once per turn. So there's the combo right there. You know what I mean? You use Deidara, bring out this guy here, then magic happens. You can start bringing out your big boys. You know what I mean? Get the party started, get it rolling. All right, guys. All right. So next up, we have 2 Akatsuki 6 Paths of Pain. Look at that. That's a sick card. I don't know why I love this pick, but he's a water type fiend. The effect: when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, then end the battle phase. If summoned this way, banish it when it leaves the field. So basically it's a, what do you call that card? Battle Fader, I think? No? Yeah, declares a direct attack. Yeah, I think it's Battle Fader. Battle Fader. Yeah. As you guys can tell, you know it's early for me because I'm sitting up here just Alright, next up, we're coming with the big boys now. We got 1 Orochimaru, and yes, Orochimaru was part of the Akatsuki 6 star Dark Reptile. Effect: when this card is tribute summoned, target up to 2 set cards on the field, destroy those targets. If this card was tribute summoned by tributing a dark monster, add this an additional effect. Also draw 1 card. So really good. Really good. Alright, so next up we're gonna go with a couple of 1-ofs here. We got bam, 1 Hidan and 1 Kakazu. Alright, so these guys were a pretty good formidable group together. Anyway, let's get started. Let's go with Hidan first. 6 star Dark. If this card is tribute summoned, target 1 card in the field, banish that target. If you do, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent if it is a dark monster. So that's what's the name of that guy? He was one of my favorite monarchs. I don't remember, but same effect. Alright, Kakazu. Also 6 stars, Dark. Fiend. If this card is tribute summoned, you can target 1 monster and 1 spell or trap card in the field. Return those targets to the hand. Also good. You know, these guys, when they come out, they're messing stuff up on the field so they can strike you real quick. That's basically what the Akatsuki does. They swoop in, get you, bounce. Alright, next up we have, bam, 1 Conan. and she's a 6-star light fairy. If this card is tribute summoned, discard one random card from your opponent's hand. Then if it was a monster card, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original level times 100. So this is the Stalos, I think the fire guy, but basically same effect, and really good. All right, next up we got 2 Dollars. Bam, bam. The man, the myth, the legend. Well, not really, but people like the Dar. Okay, fairy. When this card is normal or special summon, you can target up to 2 cards on the field. Destroy those targets, and if you do, each player can draw 1 card for each of the cards they control that was destroyed by this effect. This card cannot attack during the turn it is normal or special summon. So, you know, the fact that it can't attack when it's normal or special summon, but still its effect is really good. You know, can't argue with it. Daedara, you know, you got a mouth in your hand, and you want to blow shit up, sometimes you got to pay for it. Alright, next up we got a couple of one-ofs. We have one Kisame and one Sasori. With Kisame, effect, fish type, a half fish type. When this card is tribute summoned, you can target up to 2 spell or trap cards in the field, destroy those targets. I just straight up thought water, you know, then I thought of the water monarch. So, I mean, yeah, good effect. And as for Sasori, you know, 6-star, earth, rock. If this card is tribute summoned, target 1 card in the field, place that target on top of the deck. I mean, you know, could really hinder some stuff here. It's not too game breaking, but, well, then again, it depends on the situation. It could be. All right, now here comes people's, you know, favorite, or one of the faves of the Akatsuki, 2 Itachis. Look at that boy. 6-star, dark, spellcaster. This card cannot be special summoned. While this card is on the field, neither player can special summon monsters. Itachi's hurting stuff. Now at first, when I made this card, I thought I gave him the effect to negate all monster effects on the field, you know, because Itachi, you know, Sharingan, Genjutsu, but, I mean, either way, this effect is devastating too, you know, you get Itachi out there and lock your opponent down, you know, they're in that Genjutsu, boy, they can't bring nothing out, so, anyway, yeah, 2 Itachis, game breaking. Next up, we got, 2 of the bigger boy, Obito. Look at that. 8-star, dark, fiend. He has small text, so let's read the effect here. You can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 tribute summon monster. If this card is tribute summoned, you can send 2 Akatsuki spell or trap cards with different names from your deck and from your hand and or deck to the graveyard. And if you do, shuffle 1 card from your opponent's hand at random, graveyard or their side of the field, into their deck. Once per turn, during either player's main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 monarch spell or trap card and target 1 monster in your graveyard with 2,000 or more attack and 1,000 defense added to your hand. So Obito, yeah, he's really good as well. 3,200 attack, 1,000 defense. I mean, the way this deck runs, guys, it's simple. It may look difficult, but it's very, very simple. All right, the last but not least for the monsters, we have 2 Pain. You know, also a 8-star dark monster, 3,000 attack, 1,000 defense effect. You can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 tribute summon monster. If this card is tribute summoned, you can send 2 Akatsuki spell cards with different names. Well, not just spell cards, spell or trap cards with different names from your hand and or your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon 1 monster with 2,000 or more attack and 1,000 defense from your deck during your opponent's main phase. If this card is in your hand, you can banish 1 Akatsuki spell or trap card from your graveyard. Immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon this card. This is a quick effect, so very good, especially during your opponent's turn. You know, you're trying to hinder plays, you know what I mean? Say you got a monster out, you know, and they're trying to do something, and it's like, oh yeah, I do this. Well, guess what? I banish a spell or trap card from my graveyard. Bam! Bring this man out and let's get this party going. Let's you know what I mean? Let's stop some little silliness you're trying to do over there. You know. So anyway, with Pain, yeah, great effect. Okay, so next, guys, we're gonna go into the spell cards. We got a couple of one-ofs. We got bam, one Akatsuki Artist Explosion, and bam, one Akatsuki Search for the Tailed Beast. Okay, so let's start with this one. Love that pick too. Destroy one card on the field. You can immediately, after this effect resolves, tribute summon one monster. You can only activate this effect once per turn. So ain't that something? A free pop. That's what Dodar does. He blows shit up. But after you do that, and then you can tribute summon again, yeah, that's you're setting up good plays. Alright, and then with the Akatsuki, Search for the Tailed Beast, draw 2 cards. If you control no monsters, you can special summon one monster from your hand. Negate that monster's effect, and its attack and defense become 0. So, this card is really good. I should have made 2. I don't know why I just got 1. But basically you draw 2. And then if you control no monsters, you know, you get to special summon 1 from your hand, and negate the monster's effect, makes attack and defense 0. I mean, you're getting a free body out there if you control no monsters. 2 cards and a free body in order for you to tribute summon and start getting stuff going. So, really good. Really good. Maybe I should have made 3 of those, you know, so you could start an opening hand with that, but I was stupid. Okay, so we got 1 double summon. Basically what the name states, you can conduct 2 normal summons or sets this turn. So, yeah. Pretty much that's what it is. And we got 1 Akatsuki Unite. Akatsuki Unite, send 1 Akatsuki spell or trap card from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Reveal 3 Akatsuki spell or trap cards from your deck. Your opponent chooses 1 for you to add to your hand, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only use this effect Akatsuki Unite once per turn. So once again, very good card. Why I got 1 of, I don't know. Maybe I was trying to be fair or something. I have no idea. And we got 2 Akatsuki Layers, which is a field card here. While you have no cards in your extra deck, which you don't have an extra deck, you are the only player that controls a tribute summon monster. Your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. If a tribute summon monster you control and attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 800 attack during the damage calculation only. Once per turn, you can reduce the level of 1 monster with a level 7 or 8. Level 7 or 8 in your hand by 2 until the end phase. So basically, this card does exist in Yu-Gi. Forgot the name of it. Maybe it's Monarch's Lair. I don't know. I don't remember. Now basically, for your Pain and your Toby in your hand, you know, they're level 8s and you shrink them down, you make them a level 6, so you can just tribute 1 monster for it. And basically, if you have a tribute summon monster out there, which is basically what this deck is, your opponent cannot go through their extra deck and bring out their synchros, exceeds, fusions, whatever they have. And if you have Itachi out, period, you're just stopping special summoning, period. So even if they do have something out and you have a tribute summon monster and damage calculation, you're going up another 800. So that helps as well. All right, next card is 2 Battling the Akatsuki. Look at that. Itachi and Sasuke, look at that. Reveal 1 monster in your hand with Akatsuki in its name. Add 1 Akatsuki spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, except Battling the Akatsuki. You can only activate 1 Battling the Akatsuki per turn. So this helps too, helps you get what you needed, because 9 out of 10, you know, you will have an Akatsuki monster in your hand. I mean, it's damn near freaking impossible or not, but it happens. You know, it happened to me in Yu-Gi, so not gonna say that it can happen, but the chances are good of it happening. Okay, so next up we have 2 Akatsuki summons. Continuous spell. Look at that, got all of them in there. It's a nice pick, by the way. Tribute summon monsters you control cannot be targeted by or destroyed by card effects. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck. Once per turn, you can add from your deck to your hand 1 monster with a different name from 1 monster on your side of the field. Really good card. I mean, come on. It protects your guys, you know what I'm saying, from being targeted or destroyed, which is basically damn near all of what Yu-Gi does, what this game does. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then once per turn, you could get something from your deck with a different name. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. And last but not least for the spells, we have 2 cloning. Look at all the Zetsus. Okay, with cloning, activate this card by paying 1,000 life points. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 Zetsu token. Rock, Earth, level 1, attack 300, defense 300, and attack position. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, which you don't have to worry about that. Also, during the end phase of this turn, make your opponent special summon one Zetsu token to their field in attack position. You can use this effect of cloning up to twice per turn. Really good, especially if you know, you want to clog up their field. This card really helps. It's kind of like making Ojama tokens or something, but it benefits you in 2 ways. 1, you get monsters out to, you know, help you tribute summon, and 2, you can block some of your opponent's zones in case they try to start going crazy and special summoning 12 monsters per turn. Okay, now we're going into the traps, fellas. We're gonna start this off with this beautiful card here, Akatsuki Interrupts. Look at that. He's walking in the alley, you seen this dude. What would you do? Run. That's what you should do. Okay, if you control no monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck, target one face-up monster your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck, take control of it until the end phase. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect. So basically, they bring out something troubling. You flip this on them, take it, put them in a genjutsu, whatever you gotta do, take control of them for the turn. If you're scared they're gonna mess you up, or heck, you could do it on your turn. I mean, whatever time, you know, whenever it benefits you, but you're just gonna take their monster. Okay, next up we got 2 Akatsuki's Dance. And with Akatsuki's Dance, once per turn, you can target 2 Akatsuki spell or trap cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into your deck, then draw 1 card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 1 other Akatsuki spell or trap card from your graveyard. Special summon this card in defense position, has a normal monster, fairy type, light, level 5, attack 1000, defense 24. This card is not treated as a trap card. You can only use this effect if Akatsuki divided once per turn. So once again, you know, setting up stuff, you're spelling traps in the graveyard, help this deck out a lot, and plus you're getting bodies out there to help you tribute summon in case you get stuck. And last trap for Akatsuki, it's Akatsuki Reinforcements. Special summon 1 level 2 or lower monster from your deck. You cannot conduct your battle phase or turn you activate this card. So it's basically to get your little level 1 guys out there, you know, to help you start stuff off if you get, you know, stuck or whatever. Oh, and sorry guys, it's 1 spell card I left out. It's from a real Yugi. It's a 1 soul exchange, you know, and I know this one looks beat up. I couldn't find a regular one, but anyway, if you don't know what it does, select 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. When you offer your monster as a tribute, offer the selected monster in place of 1 of your monsters. During this turn, you cannot conduct your battle phase. So basically, you could sacrifice 1 of their monsters or bring out 1 of your big boys. That's all it does. Okay, so anyway, that's it with the deck profile, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button. You know, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, before I go, I just want to say I'm thinking about bringing this card game out actually, but I'm gonna bring it out under a different name. So I was thinking about bringing a Facebook page out so I could start printing these decks out and stuff. But if I decide to do that, which 9 out of 10 I think I am, the cards are basically gonna look different. They're not gonna look like Yugi design. They're gonna basically play the same, but the name of the game is gonna be called Different Dimension Crossover. Of course, because you got all these different types of decks and all these characters and stuff crossing over. But anyway, yeah, me and my nephew came up with that name, and you know, give a little bit of props to him for helping me with this. But anyway, guys, yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Now keep you updated with future plans, and yeah, see you then. Peace out.